Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, everybody. It is Monday, June 9th, and you know what that means. It's time for the High Risk Wrestling Podcast. I am your host, Jeremy Pierce. Check out the socials, Charismatic Creations on Facebook and YouTube, Charismatic_Creations52 on Instagram, and of course the 215 on Twitter. And without further ado, let's get into the news. Tony Khan says to fans, listen, no gatekeeping. We welcome everybody. Everybody can be a sicko. It seems to be that the tide is slowly turning. Fans are getting a little bit tired of the WWE shtick, the formula, the disrespect to the fans, and AEW has been just on a roll all year. And with All In coming up, we are welcoming in new fans. The WWE has recently had a few stalker situations with Liv Morgan, Dominic Mysterio, and Roxanne Perez getting doxxed. There was even two arrests at the Performance Center this past week, and Dom even got a bomb threat. Leave the wrestlers alone. Leave the talent alone. Let them live their lives. They are here to entertain us, and we are here to support them. It is a win-win situation. Mariah May is officially in NXT. She has signed her WWE contract. She is starting out NXT, seeing as how, Roxanne, Julia, Jordan, and who am I missing? Roxanne, Julia, Jordan, and Stephanie were all called up to the main roster. There needs to be some new, fresh blood, someone at the top of the ladder in NXT, and she is probably going to be that. We have a little update on Camille. Her absence, part of it can be due to her filming a TV show. We don't know what show it is, but she's been out for the better part of most of the year. Now, the weird thing is she wasn't even acknowledged for the Queen of the Ring movie, even though she's one of the big leads of the movie, where they more so acknowledged Toni Storm. But Camille's out filming a TV show. The Miz, his absence will be explained because they are apparently bringing back American Gladiators, and he is the host. If you don't remember the last time American Gladiators was here, it was hosted by Layla Ali and Hulk Hogan. So the Miz is here. I kind of wish he was still in the Mortal Kombat movie. I wish he was Johnny Cage and not Carl Urban. There's no disrespect to Carl Urban, just Miz is the perfect Johnny Cage. AEW has a new talent signed. That will be none other than Alex Windsor. She has confirmed that she is all elite. She's a 15-year pro, really solid in the ring. She's also the spouse of one Will Ospreay. If you watched Money in the Bank, if you heard the news, R-Truth is back. I'm sorry, R-Truth is not here. Ron Killings has been re-signed to the WWE. Looks like he'll be going back to his more serious role, like when he was in TNA. This is not a work. He truly was let go, and I really believe that the WWE did not expect the fan outcry, the fan backlash, and the backstage morale and the heat and the really disingenuous that they gave to the talent backstage. Truth is beloved in this industry, and he was brought back. So looks like he's going to have one final run. We'll see how things go. It was also confirmed that Money in the Bank that WrestleMania will be returning to Las Vegas. We all expected this after the New Orleans announcement that it wasn't getting it like we thought it was. So Mania will be back in Vegas for a very probably ho-hum show like it was this past WrestleMania. At least the logo looks really, really sick. Natalya has made history as she is the first ever woman to receive the Luthez Award from the Cauliflower Alley Club. The ceremony will be taking place August 28th through the 20th at the Plaza Hotel and Casino in Las Vegas. She is a GOAT. Natalya is going to go down as one of the greatest of all time. Period. End of discussion. Warner Brothers Discovery has announced that they are splitting some things. That Warner Brothers Discovery is staying as a company, but they're moving their streaming to one platform and they're moving their cable to one platform. This has to do with Max and debt and a lot of other things. What does this spell for AEW? Well, if the WB is trying to get out of sports, then where does that leave AEW on Max? I don't think they're trying to get out of sports. They have basketball. They have a bunch of things on sports on Max, and it just works. On the injury side of things, Joaquin Wild was knocked out in a scary speed match, so he was removed from the AAA tag team match at Worlds Collide. Goldberg is injured a little bit from his training for his final retirement match, and it's probably going to go down at the Saturday night's main event in Atlanta. Zoe Stark has had her surgery. She will be out for the rest of the year with the knee injury. Rebel has surgery removing a tumor, and her road to recovery starts now. We haven't seen her since August 21st, 2022. I'm sorry. Well, yeah. Hopefully everything goes right with her. She's still on the contract. She is very much beloved and liked backstage. Rosemary is silent with injury after her Monsters Ball match with Zaya Brookside. The extent of the injury we do not know, but she will be out. And lastly, Brian Cage has had a setback in his injury for his post quad tendon repair. This is going to be out just a little bit longer, but that is the news, and we shall be right back with the Week in Review. Monday Night Raw. You know how we start off with that, with the Week in Review. This was the go-home show for Money in the Bank. The show gets a fist. We start off with Michael Cole. Well, he lost a bet, so he has to do the show in Indiana Pacers jersey. The bet was between him and Pat McAfee, depending on who won between the Knicks and the Pacers, and of course the Pacers won. But we start off with Sami Zayn telling CM Punk that he needs to win tonight so Seth doesn't get into the Money in the Bank ladder match. Liv tells Roxanne to stay out of their match. Stephanie Vaquer defeated Liv and Ivy Now to qualify for the Money in the Bank ladder match. Paul Heyman tells AJ Styles to focus on Dom. Don't worry about Money in the Bank, because well, Money in the Bank, you don't have a shot. Rusev will redeem Sheamus and acknowledges their history together, where Sheamus says he bullies the Judgment Day, end up defeating the War Raiders with help from Roxanne Perez. Looks like she's really working up. Becky Lynch says Lyra is in a lose-lose situation because, well, I'm Becky Lynch. If I win, I get a championship, and if I lose, well, I've already beaten you. What are you going to do? And they end up brawling. Rhea comes face to face with Stephanie. Becky, well, they brawl some more. Jay and Sammy beat Braun and Bronson by DQ after Seth stomped Jay. Liv tells Finn that she knows what he's doing with Roxanne, that it won't work, and that she, Liv, not Roxanne, will accompany Raquel for their match. Kairi Sane ended up, then defeating Raquel. Maybe Liv doesn't know what's going on. Karrion Kross calls Sammy a liar. You won't win Money in the Bank. You're never going to be world champion. Stop it. Gunther tells Jay that he's wearing himself thin, and Jay ain't having it. In the main event, El Grande Americano defeated AJ Styles and CM Punk to qualify for Money in the Bank after Seth Rollins, Bronson Reed, and Braun Breaker all got involved. Sammy and Jay tried to even the odds, but El Grande is going to Money in the Bank. Over on Dynamite, this was a 4-hour special edition. This was Fyter Fest, so we had Dynamite followed by Collision. Both shows gets a fist, but for the first half, we had Dynamite. Ospreay tries to reason with Swerve's not in the ring, and maybe he'll just have to beat some sense into Swerve. Crew that comes out, spit some game, and they want a piece of Ospreay, so we'll get who was it? It wasn't actually Andretti, it was Leo Rush to take on Ospreay later in the evening. We also get a confirmation on Swerve and Ospreay going down for Summer Blockbuster. Opening contest was Jon Moxley versus Mark Briscoe in a bloody fair, with Jon Moxley winning that match. Meaning Kyle and Tony Storm defeated Sky Blue and Julia Hart. Mercedes Moné escaped Tony Storm. Mercedes was supposed to be on commentary, but she was just eating a really well done steak. MJF steps to Ospreay, but has the Syndicate backing him up. The Syndicate won a challenge, and actually kind of wants a piece of Ospreay. LA Knight, Kevin Knight, Commander, and Speedball steps to them. Commander takes umbrage with MJF disrespecting Mystico. The trio then defeated LFI. They'll get the Syndicate next week. The Paragon and Daniel Garcia will deal with the Don Callis family. Christian puts Nick Wayne in a fatal 4-way match with his championship on the line. Max Caster's open challenge is answered by Powerhouse Hobbs. Of course, Powerhouse Hobbs won. And in the main event of Dynamite, Kenny Omega defended and retained the International Championship, defeating Claudio, Castagnoli, Brody, King, and Mascara. Dorado, Okada came out and stepped to Kenny. That then leads us into the opening of Collision, where, well, Kenny and Okada fight, and we get this heat one more time, and at All In, it will be winner take all. And Ricochet says that he will be scouting, looking for talent, maybe to form his own crew. Will Ospreay ends up defeating Lio Rush in a very solid affair. Hangman made the save after Action Andretti tried to get involved. He says he'll stand with Ospreay. He has his back because Ospreay has his back, but the one thing he will not do is team with and align with Swerve. As Ospreay leaves, Mox slips in the ring in a really, really cool shot, and Ospreay comes back out with some chairs to back up Hangman. Don Callis accepts the Paragon's challenge. FTR defeated Templario and Atlantis Jr. Kyle Fletcher, Takeshita, and Hachicero defeated the Outrunners and Bandito. Ty Mello made her return and saves Anna Jay from another beatdown from Mega Bane and Penelope Ford. Are we really going to get these women's tag team titles? This is all speculation. We will have to find out. Anthony Bowens challenges Kyle Fletcher. I don't like this. I really don't like this. Ricochet was out for Nick Wayne's match, which he ends up winning, retaining the Ring of Honor Television Championship, defeating Sammy Guevara, Lee Johnson, and A.R. Fox. Thekla made her in-ring debut, defeating Lady Frost, and the Queen Aminata made the save and then challenges her. In the main event, the Paragon and Daniel Garcia defeated the Don Callis family. Fine show. Over Impact, this was the Against All Odds Go Home show. Indy Hartwell defeated Tasha Steelz. Ali threw the ref down and then shoved Tasha. Jason Hotch got into his face. Steve Macklin will face Mance Warner at the pay-per-view, defending the International Championship. John Skyler tries to defend Ali, and Ali enters and accepts Hotch's apology, even though there wasn't one. Hotch will face Ali at the pay-per-view. Moose defeated Eric Young, retaining the X Division Championship. Young and the Army attacked the fan after the match. Danny Luna says she isn't done, even though Spitfire is. Joe Hendry believes in Elijah to defeat Trick against All Odds. Cass says so embarrassed Hendry at the pay-per-view. The Elegance defeated Harley Hudson and Myla Grace. Zaya Brookside defeated Rosemary in a Monsters Ball match. The Rascals will vow to win the tag team titles from the Demons. Santino will do his best to win and remain the director of TNA, while Robert Stone wants to end him in his whole career. Matt Hardy, Mike Santana, and Leon Slater defeated the Nemus and Cass. As for Against All Odds, on the kickoff, the Elegance threesome defeated Zaya Brookside, Harley Hudson, and Myla Grace. The Inspiration made their return. Steve Macklin defeated Mance Warner, retaining the International Championship. The Hardys, Leon Slater, and the Hometown Man, who was Cody Deaner in the mask, defeated the System. Mustafa Ali defeated Jason Hotch. First Class Pounds ended with Santana getting laid out, getting hit in the head with a champagne bottle. Masha Slamovich defeated Lei Ying Lee, retaining the Women's Champion with a Knockout Championship, and Killer Kelly made her return. Kaz defeated Joe Hendry, so it looks like we're doing the downfall and then the rise of Joe Hendry here. The Nemus defeated the Rascals, retaining the Tag Team Championship. Santino defeated Robert Stone, so Robert Stone has to leave TNA, and Santino stays the director of TNA. And in the main event, Trick Williams defeated Elijah to retain the TNA World Championship. Trick had a little bit of help from First Class. Over on SmackDown, this was the Go Home show for Money in the Bank. Seth Rollins and his group vowed to win Money in the Bank to get this man this championship, but is interrupted by the Bloodline. And Solo was like, listen, I'm gonna just call it like it is. You have yourself your own bloodline. You even have your own wise man. Seth says he's not afraid of Solo. Moore wants to deal with Fatu, who he calls Solo's bitch. Jimmy Uso ended up attacking. Jimmy then goes on to defeat JC Mateo, and JC tells Solo that Jacob is the problem. Zelina Vega steps to Julia. Damian Priest tells Jacob that he's coming for that championship. Zelina Vega defeated Piper Niven in the Bakersfield Brawl after getting an assist from Julia. Julia helped Zelina powerbomb Piper through the Slim Jim table. I'm ecstatic about that. Jimmy Uso and Cody check on Jay, make sure he's cool. LA Knight defeated Aleister Black by DQ after Seth attacked Knight, and then Bronson joined in, taking out Black. We got the announcement of the King and Queen of the Ring tournaments, and Jade and Charlotte will both be in it. The tournament will go down for the men and the women. Fatal 4-ways on both sides, leading to a fatal 4-way, leading to the one-on-one match. Again, the winners of the King and Queen of the Ring will get World Championship matches at SummerSlam. Make this an annual thing every year. Royal Rumble to WrestleMania, King and Queen of the Ring to SummerSlam. Rhea Ripley, Alexa Bliss, and Stephanie Vaquer defeated Roxanne Perez, Julia, and Naomi after Naomi dipped. Jacob Fatu, according to Solo, is all gas and no brains. Well, Jacob heard that the Wyatts would test the brotherhood bonds of the tag team division, which has the tag team division scared. They all want to team up. Penta and Andrade beat American Made after the match. Seth and crew attacked Penta and Andrade. So Seth got his hands on 4 of the other 5 people he'll be facing in Money in the Bank. In the main event segment, Cody and Jay say they're going to win at Money in the Bank. Logan sneak attacked them. They all got laid out. AAs, splashes, and the crowd is chanting "We were truth." And well, Cena says you can't handle the truth. Whew, whew. Our matches of the week from Dynamite: Jon Moxley versus Mark Briscoe, and Kenny Omega versus Claudio Castagnoli, Brody King, and Mascara Dorado for the International Championship. From Impact, Zaya Brookside versus Rosemary in a Monsters Ball match. From Worlds Collide, Mr. Iguana, Aerostar, and Octagon Jr. versus Dragon Lee, Cruz, Del Toro, and Lince Dorado. Also from Worlds Collide, El Hijo del Vikingo versus Chad Gable for the AAA Mega Championship. This was a fantastic match. A fantastic match from Money in the Bank, both men's and women's ladder matches, Money in the Bank ladder matches, and of course Becky Lynch versus Lyra Valkyria for the WWE Women's Intercontinental Championship. Our stars of the week, I'm going to give it to the AAA promotion for getting this nice boost from the WWE for Worlds Collide. Naomi and Seth for both winning Money in the Bank briefcases, and of course Ron Killings for making his return. But that is our show. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Look what we got on the screen coming up. And of course, check out the socials, Charismatic Creations on Facebook and YouTube, Charismatic_Creations52 on Instagram, and of course the 215 on Twitter. See you when I see you. Peace.